Good morning to my YouTube followers and my friends out there. There's an advocate of a couple of black females that do stand up for black men. And they're called pick-me's, they're called mammies. And there's one female, shalakemia. She always sticks her behind out for black men. She doesn't know me, but I'm dedicating this video to her and to Mashawn Denise and a lot of black females that do stand up for black men. But this video is specifically dedicated to her. Shalakemia is going through situations right now where she has a brain tumor. And the sad thing about Negroes in the hood always tear each other down, and we know this. We know the war right now going on between men and women in the black American community. And shalakemia always stands up for black men, and she's going through a brain tumor right now, and she's taking it very strong as a good black female. And the sad thing about it, you have a lot of black females that's wishing death on her because she stands up for black men. I'm gonna show you something right now.
I remember being diagnosed with my brain tumor. It was one of the scariest seasons of my life. I remember being depressed. I remember feeling like I'm gonna die from this. It was a roller coaster. It really was. People didn't even know what I was going through because I went through it by myself. I was the person that people always came to. I didn't have anybody to go to and say, hey, I have a brain tumor. I didn't have that. So for years, nobody knew. I suffered in silence and I dealt with it myself. I told God that I'm fully surrendering to him during that time, and that I'm going to be positive, empowering, and inspiring, and I'm going to live my best life when I come out of this. Being diagnosed with my brain.
This is shalakemia, and she is the one that always advocates for black men, and she loved Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna show you something that she was on the show, and you even had men that was dissing Kevin Samuels, but shalakemia stood up for KS. God rest him. Let me show you.
Without tearing others down.
And now joining us today, we have Rich Dallas from Love and Hip Hop New York, Professor Eric Gordon from The World According to Eric, motivational speaker Shalakemia Moffett, and Tiffany Robinson. Also joining us, our entertainment correspondent Kennedy Rue, also tapping in. Before we get started, we want to let you guys know we did reach out to Kevin Samuels to invite him on our platform and to be part of this conversation, but he did not get back to us. But we felt strongly about this topic that we wanted to continue the conversation. So thank you all for joining us. My first question is Kevin Samuels destructive or constructive for the culture?
He's more destructive than he is constructive. Black people specifically, because they consume most of his content, have a hard time living day in and day out. And when you see him kind of berate the women based off of what they think they want, he looks at them and he just checks them down like a used car.
And to kind of break that down, we're talking heights, weights, financial aspects, and so many different things. Shalakemia, what are your thoughts? Is he destructive or constructive for the culture?
I think he's constructive. I think he brings the truth.
He brings the truth.
Yes, he brings the truth to the black community, absolutely.
What type of truth? Rich Dollars want to know too.
Yeah, we need receipts.
I feel like we live in a world where it's so fake all the time. He's being realistic, which a lot of us should be, realistic with each other. Just like this young man said about him, talking about black women. Black women have bashed black men for years. When he comes to the table, he's having a conversation about a high value man. Some women that I'm gonna be honest, that are on government assistance are out here looking for a high value man to take care of them. But you're not even high value. You're not trying to become high value or anything.
That's the problem with relationships today. Relationships today have become so transactional.
Shalakemia broke it down real good. Real good. And you don't hear black women really talking like this about Kevin Samuels, but Shalakemia did. She really did. I'm going to show you some more stuff on her right now.
There were so many people bothered by my video yesterday. They were bothered because I told the truth. Because there's a lot of broke black women energy out here. And I feel it. I think a lot of black women don't even understand value. It's not in the $100,000. The $100,000 doesn't add value to the man. The man is not worth $100,000. That don't even have nothing to do with it. Any of us could have $100,000, but who are you? What makes a man? I mean, listen, if y'all really want me to take y'all to church today, what makes a man is a man that can teach you something, baby. That's the value. That's the worth. Do you understand that? A man that has a plan for you and him, that's the worth. That's the value. How the man treats other people, baby. What kind of father he is, that's the value. That's the worth. Can I get an amen from the church? Because I said what I said. And my name is Shalakemia. I needed to come back real quick.
Shalakemia is always advocating for black men. And she's going to need a lot of us black men support as she goes through this brain tumor right now. There's not a lot of black women like Shalakemia, Mashawn Denise, and a host others that stand up and advocate for black men. Matter of fact, you even got Filipino women advocating for black men. The Filipino P, Helga, and some other ones. I don't know. I haven't seen that in the Spanish community, no Spanish women. So I don't know how they feel about this, but she's going through a lot of hard times right now with this this brain tumor. So she's going to need our support. She's really going to need our support. I got some other stuff.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so y'all see the title of the video. A black man's value has nothing to do with money. Absolutely nothing. Let me tell you something. But a real queen is only going to understand this message because a real queen can see amazing things inside of a king. Do you understand that? I hope that the queens that watch this really grasp the message because it's time. You know, it's time for the black man's value in society to be brought to light, period. That's what I said. Because it's always questioned. The black man's value is always questioned in society and among his own people. I said what I said. But let me tell you right now. The black man's value has everything to do with his mind, his body, his temple, and his soul. Everything to do with that. Did y'all catch that? Everything to do with his mind, body, and his soul. You could give a black man money, a nice car, and a nice house. But let me tell you something. A black man could go through a season where he has no money. The car got repo. The house went into foreclosure. But you have to understand when you take all those things from a black man, you have to understand that the black man still stands. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's still valuable. See, a lot of y'all queens are measuring the value of a black man by what he possesses materialistically. And you shouldn't do that because you're going to go wrong every single time. And kings, y'all better listen up. Don't be with no woman that is measuring you materialistically because you could be up in this season and you could be down in the next season. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you allow them kind of queens Never mind, because they're not even queens. When you allow them kind of women in your life and in your space, they're with you for all the wrong reasons. And then as soon as you fall, because you have to understand, you falling ain't about you. And I don't even know who this is for. You falling is so God can show you, or whoever, you know, you believe.
Shalakemia goes really hard for us, man. So we got to support her in this time as men, as black men. She's going through a brain tumor right now, and I don't know you, Shalakemia, but thanks for all you do and say about black men. I hope that this situation you're going through gets better, and may the Lord bless you every day, Shalakemia. Much love. Hashtag Just Us. Take the green pill and go, fellas. SYSBM. Passport Kings. Support Shalakemia. Shalakemia, salute. I'm out of here. This is Big Hawk.